Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Friday, the 19th day of June. Here we go. Today's halacha is this. On Shabbos, you're not allowed to harvest. Kotzer. That's what it's called in Hebrew, and that basically means cutting, growing things from the ground. Now, I know that doesn't apply to most of us city people, and you might figure, don't worry, I'll never harvest on Shabbos. But here are some rabbinic prohibitions related to it that do affect you. Because you're not allowed to break something off or tear something off from where it grows on Shabbos, the rabbis made some decrees about how to handle trees on Shabbos. So, for example, if you have a tree swing hanging directly on a tree, you're not allowed to swing on that swing on Shabbos because they don't want you doing anything with the tree. So that wouldn't be allowed. Another example of it, well, here's a permissible one. If you had a hammock hanging on a tree, but it wasn't hanging directly on the tree, but there were two hooks on two different trees and the hammock was hanging on the hooks, that would be allowed. See, because then you're in the hammock which is resting on some hooks, which are resting on a tree, but that's considered far enough removed from the tree that that would be permissible. Now here's one that might sound a little bit unusual to you. The rabbis did not allow people to ride horseback on Shabbos, and that's because people who ride horseback would often just snap off a twig sometimes when they ride in order to whip the horse, and therefore they made a blanket prohibition and said no horseback riding on Shabbos. Period. Okay, so you're not allowed to do that either, even though you might say, don't worry, I'm going to ride a horse and I'll never come near a tree. They said outright still that you should do no horseback riding at all on Shabbos because of that. And lastly, you should not, if you wanted to had something that was wet or you wanted to hang it up, you're not allowed to hang it up on a tree branch for the same reasons we've been discussing above. Thanks for logging on. Have a great Shabbos, and log on again after Shabbos for more. Bye-bye.